Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our November 6th ECCL Governance Committee meeting where the school board and city council sit together to discuss jointly owned properties. Let us begin with a call to order. Roll call, please.
All right. For the school board, Member Lee,
Here.
Member Donaldson,
Here.
Member Collins,
Present.
Member Chagoya is absent, and Co-Chair Van Geffen.
I am present.
Excellent. And for the Emeryville City Council, Member Welch is absent. Member Solomon? Here. Member Pryforce?
Here.
Member Carr?
Present.
And Co-Chair Mora.
Here.
Thank you.
Excellent. With a quorum, we can kick off today's meeting. Normally, we begin with public comment. I can give a long spiel on what public comment is for, but first let's check to see if there are any folk that want to give a public comment. Are there any hands raised online? Not seeing anyone from the public like to speak on any item. Okay, wonderful. Then let's wrap up public comment. Moving on to approval of the May 1st, 2025 special meeting action minutes. A few of us were not present, so they will need to recuse themselves. But otherwise, do we have a motion?
I can second.
Excellent. We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Member Lee,
Yes.
Member Donaldson,
Yes.
Member Collins,
Yes.
Co-Chair Van Geffen,
Yes.
Member Solomon, Member Pryforce,
Yeah.
Member Carr,
Yes.
and Co-Chair Mora.
Recused.
Thank you.
Excellent. The ayes have it. That approves the May 1st, 2025 special action meeting minutes. Moving us to item 5, information items. 5.1 would start with the solar presentation update. Unfortunately, I don't know who's providing a presentation today, so welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name's Eric Anderson. I'm the new Director of Maintenance for the Emory Unified School District. I'm here to give a quick update on our solar project. So let's go ahead and get started here. So brief overview of what's already been done. The photovoltaic system and battery has been installed. The original contract amount was $5 million, change orders about 467, with a overall of just over $5.5 million. Our last year's energy costs were about 350.
Sorry, Eric. Are we going to get the presentation on the back screen?
I don't know.
We're having some technical issues with the projector, so my apologies.
Then I guess that's a no.
Please proceed.
So our annual estimated energy savings with the solar system are $234,000. Our main contractor has been Sizer Co. And various subcontractors. We've had an inspector on record, a lab. All the plans were approved through GSA, and there were 3 phases, which have all been completed. Let's see here. There we go. So these were the 3 parts of the project: the parking lot and field arrays, the rooftop arrays, and the battery system. All those are complete. All that's left is the PTO, which I was hoping to get done today. So on the 30th of this year, PG&E officials came out to inspect and issue the permit to operate. The following issues were detailed by PG&E. The working area for the photovoltaic switchboard did not meet PG&E requirements. They required at least 36 inches by 30 by 78. Additionally, the highest meter slot can be no more than 73 inches above the working platform. There's a picture. It's kind of hard to see. The red line across the meter shows that it's past the 73 mark. The red box on the bottom shows where we were planning on extending the working area. So this was the solution. The working area has been extended. Guardrails have been installed. PG&E came today to issue the permit to operate or inspect. They did not issue the permit. There are a couple other steps to take, so we are hopefully looking at 3 weeks. That's ideal. Questions?
What are the steps to take if they are
so-
not complicated for our?
Yeah, well, PG&E has been so much fun to work with. They need to come out and inspect the panel and then install the meter, and then energize it. So I've already contacted them to get the ball rolling on those issues, and I'm hoping to get that resolved as quickly as possible.
Just one comment. If you need any help pressuring PG&E to accelerate or pay attention to this project, please reach out to the city. We have contacts within their governmental affairs who might be able to help.
Fantastic, I will do that. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation, Mr. Anderson, and congratulations on the new position. We look forward to working with you. That brings us to our, actually, is there any discussion amongst us members following that presentation? Any public comment?
Actually, just one comment. It would be helpful to actually quantify the amount of power, kilowatt hours, that we're generating, and really how much money we're not being able to save, but with every day of delay, right? Because I think that's worth quantifying and communicating out to PG&E.
Absolutely. Anyone else? Excellent. That brings us to item 5.2, after-school program presentation.
It's pretty photo-rich, so if you're able to, please, you can definitely maneuver yourself so that you are able to view with the other one out. Thank you.
All right. So I usually get to do this in May, so this is going to be a little bit of not summer heavy, but just also like upcoming events too, because we just got started. So you'll see last year's Santa. That was Mayor John Bowder's Don't Tell Anyone. And that is in one of our special education classrooms. So after Pancakes and Pajamas, we do have Santa come to the YMCA and our special ed classes here. That is our partnership. The next picture down is Elio. Pixar was a huge partner this summer and helping us with our Pixar Week. So they brought all the kids gift bags, and all the animators on Elio were also there, and they talked to them in the theater. The next one over is our Eid event. That's a really huge event that we're also going to have. And then one of our kiddos enjoying Tasty Tuesday, which is our most popular activity. So Youth Services Division, our mission is where positive role models and exciting activities inspire young people to change the world. So that's always our vibe in program, in summer camp, and all the programs that we do. Our programs that we oversee is, of course, the Expanded Learning and ACES program. We currently have about 200 kiddos in program enrolled. We're probably going to end the year around 210. In our summer camp, we served 147 Annie 8 students. In our public summer camp program, we served 238 campers. We got high school programs up and running this year with our leaders in training. We have 3 currently, and then we had 3 in the summer. We started a program last year called Spartans Helping Seniors, where our Emory High School students go up to our senior center and support the seniors with whatever they need. Last year we only had 2. This year we already have 15. So they are excited to go up to our senior center. We also started bowling at the Emory, and we have 6 kiddos that go bowling. We also came back with youth sports this year. Our first sport of the season is middle school flag football, and we currently have 14 co-ed, pretty evenly split kiddos playing football. And of course, we oversee the ECCL garden, where we will hopefully get a garden instructor any day. I got an email, very excited about that, because that's what we've been looking for, is a garden instructor. Upcoming, so we oversee a parent empowerment program with a third-party agency. Last year, we had about 20 parents, TK through 5th grade, enroll, and we are going to be launching that again in spring. We're going to go to Head Over Heels and Athletic Playground in the spring as well. Our winter sport is middle school basketball. Our spring sport is middle school soccer. We're also going to be doing a 2-week volleyball club. Something new we're going to do this year is called Hair Journey. We're going to open up a class, one, for parents to learn how to do their kids' hair. You know, fun stuff, simple braids, simple designs. We're also going to work with some high school students that are interested in learning some techniques so that hopefully they can get paid for doing hair. And we are doing something new this year. We're going to be doing program closures to do some professional development. So we had our first program closure, and we were super happy to have Deanna Yasaki do an hour-long presentation on working with students with special needs for us, and it was wonderful. We also had our TKK kiddos go down to ECDC for a presentation there. And we had CalSAC also do a presentation that day. All right, you know we love a good event in the after-school program. This is our calendar. I will send this to you, or you can refer back to this, but we are coming up on our next event, which is Rexgiving. It is a huge potluck. All of our families bring an item to share, and we break bread. Pig and a Pickle provide a very steep discount for us to provide our main dish, and we are so happy. It's a big hit. They do brisket and chicken for us. And of course, we're getting geared up for our holiday parade, our pancakes and pajamas. We are going to be doing something new this year. It's a family STEM night. We're hopefully going to partner with our district tech team and the science and math teachers of the school to do a family family STEM night. We're also going to add in a Lunar New Year celebration to our Valentine's Day dance. I want to highlight the tax fair. You might be wondering, why is Youth Services doing a tax fair? Well, the goal is if we do their taxes, our high school students can get their FAFSA done quicker. And so that is why we do that. And then we're adding another event this year, the Literacy Luau. It will be a literacy event in celebration of AAPI month. And that was actually Principal Dean's idea. So we are excited for that. All right, just something for you all to know is, you know, our program quality framework is this pyramid here. We definitely want to start with our safe environment, physical and emotional, go up to supportive environment, how they're interacting with each other, how they're interacting with staff. The next one up is interactive environment, how they're interacting through our curriculum, our activities, our events, and then how they're really showing up in youth voice and choice at the top around engagement. We have the 4 B's in after school. The 3 B's in school day are be safe, be responsible, be respectful. We talk a lot about character development in program, so we added a 4th B, be your best self. So just a little background, what's it like being in rec? So of course, this is our daily routine. We do sign and snack, opening circle. They always do an academic activity. They always do an enrichment. They have outside play. We do closing circles of appreciations. A week, on Mondays, we do character development programs. We always do a student of the week, and we have a fun Friday rotation. Fun Friday rotation to highlight is Rec Buddies. If you're 3rd and up, you're going to get placed with a lower grade classroom buddy to do activities with. It could be an art project. It could be a game. So if you're playing kickball, your little buddy might have to kick the ball, but you have to run the bases, but you can't be safe until your rec buddy is on the base with you. So that's always a big hit, and it's really cute to see them kind of find each other in the school day because they have a big kid looking out for them. a month. So we do have something called the Spirit of Rec Pride Assembly. It is where we all assemble in our gym, and each class does a presentation on how the month went for them. They talk about conflict resolution. They do a class chant, and they also present on their act of kindness that they did in the month. We also have program rallies, obviously program events, and we started to do more field trips this year. So the park, something small and local that the kids get to do. All right, academic time. So we all know the homework cycle. So the majority of our academic time is homework completion. And we also do these other options for academic support. We have a study hall. We collaborate with the school day. The Rec Fellows, which is a littler version of our Leaders in Training program. It's for our middle schoolers. They become academic tutors for the lower grades. Enrichment that enriches. So these are all the middle school club enrichment offerings that we do or will do as the school year continues to progress. We do, like I said, a lot of character development around Rec Buddies, Rec Fellows, the LIT program, the Spirit of Rec Pride Assembly. We also have a curriculum called All Rise, where they do positive self-image, positive friendships, positive relationships with their family. We also focus on climate improvement, so how the kiddos talk about kind of more difficult things. So our Black History Month presentation is part of that. The parent empowerment group is part of that. And we really try to support the families with inclusion. We also are moving towards how kiddos are civically engaged. So last year we introduced a new curriculum set called Good Trouble Initiative. And it's where students pick an issue that they're really passionate about, they research it, and they present it. So Ms. Parham was involved with that, Gal was involved with that, Dr. Scott was involved with that. And over the summer, we had a civic week, and that is our summer camp kids at City Hall with one of our City Hall, that's Mike, right? Yep. And he was like, you should have told me more. I would have done a whole presentation. So that's going to happen again. We're super excited. We had, almost 100 kids in City Hall chambers that day. So it was really fun. It asked a lot of questions. All right, so this partnership really just means approximately 230 Emory students are receiving free programming, every single week, whether in program, they're bowling. We are even going to be doing a cooking program with Ms. Parham. So we want to be serving students every day, all day, as much as possible. These are some survey responses that some students said. One student just said plainly, add a therapist. I love that they're mentally aware. We are working on that, actually. We're hoping that we can partner with the wellness team to bring on someone from Cal State East Bay to help us in the after-school program with wellness. So that's coming up hopefully soon. This is our parents, of course, they're really appreciative of the program. We do have lots of crying, not lots, but some crying kids that they're getting picked up. They're getting picked up too early. And oops, I think I accidentally, there we go. Okay, and then staff and faculty. Now, we hardly ever get staff and faculty comments. So the fact that we got 2 really good ones out of 5, other than, hey, I need more communication, we can do that, was really awesome to see or read. So first and foremost, thank you so much for your support of the program. Anytime I call on any of you to dress up as Mrs. Claus or, something like that, you're always game. And it's just a joy and a pleasure. This is my 7th year coming up in January. So does anybody have any questions for me? Yep.
Thank you, Kristen, for your presentation. For the hair journey, it sounds fantastic, and I was wondering if there's possibility for engagement with PACT Adoption Camp, who are based in Emeryville, and during their summer camp, they also have a period of time where they are teaching parents how to work on their child's hair because they focus on multiracial adoptee families. And so, if it's, yeah, so connecting with them, but if there's a way to like kind of just engage parents around that, because there might be some parents who
Yeah,
may,
it's
who may
going to
have a
be,
texture.
it's,
Yeah.
the program's dual. It's going to
Okay.
be parent support, kids learning how to properly, hygiene and all of that stuff, and then it'll be the high school component where they're learning techniques, so hopefully they could get some side money.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so
Awesome.
yes, packed.
Yeah, PACT.
I think
yeah,
that would,
PACT.
thank you for that
Yes.
suggestion.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. All right, thanks, everybody.
Just a
Oh,
comment.
yeah.
I think it's such a great set of programs, and I like how it's so thoughtfully designed. You know, even just the comment about the tax preparation, right, to help families, see what sort of benefits they're eligible for. So it's great work.
Thank
Keep it
you.
up. Thank you.
Thank you. Yep.
Speaking of the holidays, is there anything for Diwali?
No, I
Okay.
think Diwali passed, but
Yes.
we in the beginning of the year, as we get settled and everything, it's hard to kind of put your focus on a holiday, but we have been asked about that, like, hey, is that something you want to add? You can see our list is very long, but we try to be as inclusive as possible.
Gotcha.
And so that's definitely on the short list to see if we can add next year.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oakland is, they're Diwali, I think, because of Councilmember Ramachandran, their Diwali celebrations are getting bigger and bigger.
Yep.
And so we need a little something to kind of say, hey, we got something happening too. So
Yep.
yeah, that
And
was
They
really
had a
cool.
celebration at the mall.
Yeah? Oh,
Yep.
yeah, cool.
They
Awesome.
did, yep. And I was like, okay, Bay Street had something, so yep.
Oh,
And they
cool.
also do a Hanukkah celebration too, so I do see that there's some needs met in other places of the community, but definitely.
Awesome, thank you.
Quick question, back to the hair. I'm curious, when it comes to teaching families about how to do interracial hair, it is pretty tricky, and even just hair in general. Would this course involve any products or chemicals?
Yes,
Okay, and is this person a trained or certified person that knows what they're talking about when it
Yes.
comes to multiracial hair?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, and the other goal is to
Just keep talking, it's
Okay.
a norm.
The other goal is, so the start with the high school program is really just to get kids interested, get them kind of some skills, but the ultimate goal is also to pull them into a possible cosmetology license, hairdresser license, and get them, if they're interested, to talk to a professional in it. So those are always our goal with our high school programs, is to have those components around college and career. But yes, so the goal is to really teach kids proper hair care.
Okay, and because there's going to be chemicals or products used, are there waivers involved?
No, but that doesn't mean there shouldn't be.
It most certainly should be.
Yes. Well, we're not we're not doing any type of bleaching or perm or anything like that. It's really talking about the proper hair care for their age and what does that look like versus other, and also tools too. Like, what does heat do? What does, different combs and different types of brushes, what are the best for the different textures that we might have?
Right, so when you mentioned, yes, you will be using products, because, my daughter is a hair connoisseur.
And might want to help this.
In her spare time.
And might want to
Yeah, she
come
might
on
want
over.
to help. She might want to help as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But my concern is, like, even myself, I had a little issue where I put something on my hair, and we don't know what happened. But we had to kind of cut a little piece out, and so that's why I'm bringing this up.
Yes.
And it wasn't a chemical or anything, but I'm just saying a waiver would kind of cover the bases as far as even using a cream, and then you have allergies, and when you deal with hair, it's all kind of stuff that can happen.
Right.
So I just wanted to be mindful and mention to you that because of my experience, and that was just like
Yeah.
about 3-4 months ago.
Oh.
And it was very unusual because in my 64 years of living, it's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So, and it was just, we don't know if it was a cream or
Mm-hmm.
a hair grease or, I don't know, but today's styles
Mm-hmm.
calls for a lot. So, like, the kids are going home and they're doing hair masks,
Yep.
especially the high schoolers. And then they're doing like these 4, 5, 6 layer, $100,
Yeah.
3
So-
times a week.
And part of the reason why it's
Process.
important is not only just for that stuff, but also the kids who don't do anything, but then they have to, get a chunk taken out because they're not properly even combing it.
Right.
So, and you all have been on our campus. We have all kinds of hair textures
Yes, we
here.
do.
We and they're all beautiful. And that's another part of the class is that we're also going to be sharing our hair journeys. And so, like, that story that you just told is something that, like, we're hopefully going to create a safe environment to also share what we've gone through.
So that was my concern because being a little racially entwined myself, and my mom being Native American and Irish, and my dad being African American, I have a little combination going on. So, like, this part is a little different from this part, and then the back is like, whoa, what's going on?
I think
So-
when we do this, I need you to come. You know that, right? You're basically volunteering to
Now,
come.
generally, when I open my mouth, it's
Yeah.
a task.
Thank you. I appreciate
So
it.
I tried to sit here and not say anything because I was like, can I really take on another task? But I'm more than happy to help. I'm not specialized in anything when it comes to hair. I don't want to do my hair.
No.
And it's a whole lot of kids with a lot of hair like me, and they don't want to. But there's a lot of kids that have a lot of hair like me that's intertwined, and they use so many different products. But we don't know if it's me trying to figure out what I can use for all my different textures, that one of them didn't work out very well. And so I just, want to be mindful.
Yeah, and I thank you for that. I'm not expecting to go to the point where we're using products that we provide. It would probably be, we might do something like the families bring in products that they're using, and our expert looks at them for them and gives them some guidance. But we're excited to do it, and I'm excited that you'll be there.
Okay, so between them providing their own products that they're used to and a waiver, I think it'll be a great idea.
Boom.
Okay.
Yep.
I just want to say thank you for the socio-emotional layer that you have built in, because hair, like many things that are ethnically tied, can be very sensitive, and having some young people who are either dealing with hair loss, alopecia, junior onset of alopecia, maybe even something that's related to cancer or a medical diagnosis, or just even having kids who may be unhoused, unsheltered, going through foster care or group homes, wherein it is too much of a reach for them to be able to get regular grooming. I had one kid during one of my hackathon events in Philadelphia who worked all weekend on a project, building an app, and he would not go on stage because his hair wasn't done. And so I asked the staff to do his hair right then and there, and they did it, and he went on stage and he won. And so, but it's really hard for them to be able to talk about it. And so I just would, and what I'm hearing from you is that there is an understanding of that, and so thank you for that level of engagement.
Thank you. Yep.
So, will you have something for the young men that's in the program, maybe teaching them how to do lineups, edge-ups, haircuts, as well as for our young ladies who are going to learn how to properly take care of their hair? because they're not the only people struggling.
No, and it's actually it's not a gender-based program either. So young men are more than welcome to come. I know we just had a barbershop open up at the Emery that we can approach. I'm not sure we're there yet, but a lot of our male kiddos have really long hair, and they're really in between locking it or braiding it, or so the conversation in that space will be how would you want to feel when you're looking at your hair. And so we do have a lot of our families who have said, I try to get him or her to do this, do that, and I can't. And sometimes it's an education thing. So we're hoping to fill the gap there and welcome kiddos and their parents to ask the questions that they want to ask. Yeah.
So I think nowadays males are spending more time on their hair than
Yeah.
than females, and they're really into a lot of different styles. A lot of them keep it braided. A lot of them like to lock it, but very few are getting haircuts nowadays. Very
Well, there's
few.
also an economic, right? I feel like we can talk about this forever. There's also an economic thing going on there with children and haircuts. And so even if we can develop partners that will give us some type of support on, because I feel like haircuts for men have gone up too, and children haircuts. And so we could, the thing that we could do is also provide, I'm not saying that we will provide clippers, but this would be something that we could look into as well.
So I have somebody that is a barber that would be happy to come into the district and offer assistance when it comes to those that don't want to braid their hair or lock it up.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll talk.
Thank you. I need to do this in the beginning of the year more often. Anything else anybody wants to add or share?
Congratulations on all being here almost 7 years. Really
Thank
appreciate all your
you.
work. Glad that you're here.
I appreciate that. All right.
And when the kids learn how to do their hair, can they start doing some of our, like the adults' hair? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to charge you. 'Cause that's the whole point.
I'm okay with that, as long as they do
No?
my hair.
Positive legal ways to make money is the goal. All right.
Well, thank you for keeping our babies safe. We appreciate everything that you do, and thank you for the presentation. We look forward to all the exciting things that you have coming up for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absent any further discussion from anybody, we will move on to item 5.3, an update on the Emory Community Center of Life Joint Operating Agreement and percentage. Who will be
So,
presenting on that?
sorry, Chair Van Geffen, we just wanted to give an update to everybody that we did hear the request the last meeting. And right now, during our joint use meetings that we meet, we are going through all the data, and we plan on having a presentation for the May meeting to break down all of this, the percentages and the use of the spaces, so that you'll have all the information. So we are currently working on that, and we'll plan to have a presentation in May.
Excellent. So that's 5.3. Any questions?
That was the quick one for you.
Excellent. So that wraps up the information items of the evening, bringing us to number 6, our action items, which includes approval of fiscal year 25-26 mid-year adjustments for operation and maintenance. Doris Sue, please.
Good evening. Good evening, board members, council members, and members of the audience. This evening, we are going to look at the maintenance operational budget for this year, 2025 to 26. On this particular spreadsheet, you will see the fiscal information from 22-23 all the way to this year, 25-26. But we are going to pay attention to the last two columns of this spreadsheet, which is the original budget that we adopted in June, and also the first interim budget that we are facing right now, the cutoff is being October 31st, 2025. So on the top part of the spreadsheet, you will see the income information of the program, which is anticipated to be $1.9 million. And then the second part of the spreadsheet, it listed the expenditures by categories. So on the income side, the city share 29%, and then the district share is 71%. And then the third-party rental, we are seeing an increase from 210,000 to 225,000. And then on the expenses, the classified salaries, you see a decrease on that line item because right now we are only having 4 custodians versus the 5 custodians that we original thought that we will have on staff during the budget adoption back in June. And then apparently we paid out 25,000 vacation payout in 24-25 last year to a retired custodian out of this budget. And for this time, we pay out $1,400 to a custodian that resigned. And then for the overtime, it still stays the same, $9,000. And then the subs, because of that vacant custodian position, we need more sub. And that's, you can see, it was increased from 24,000 to 76,000. And then for the management, you see a slight increase. The reason for that, we are getting the 4.5% increase for this year for management group. And also during the original budget, we budget the vacant position at that time at the middle step of the range. And apparently right now we hired the person being at the top step of the range. And that's why you see an increase for the difference. And then for employee benefits, because of that vacant position, we see a drop in the benefits. And then for materials and non-capitalized item, we didn't make a change. They all come to 131,000 if you add those two numbers up. And then for property insurance, it still stayed the same, 67,000. And then the electricity, that's the part regarding the solar project. When we adopted the budget back in June, we assumed for the whole entire year of this year, 25-26, the solar system is operative. But right now, everybody knows we're still waiting for PG&E, for the PTO permit to operate. And so it's not running or working yet. So that's why we decided that we're going to add back the budget for half of a year. So my assumption here is we are not going to see the solar running from July to December. But hopefully in January, we should be able to see the solar running. But as of today, I don't even know whether we will see that. But at least on the number, that's how the budget was based on. The solar is going to running starting in January to June, the second half of fiscal 25-26. And then for the gas, it's the same, stay the same. The water stays the same. And then for the PBIP, which is under other services, 67,000 is the same. Actually, the PBIP is 34,657. It's the same. The repair, 67,000. It's the same. And then the audit expenses, the same here, no difference. And then contracted services, 334,000, the same. And then network, 5,250 is the same. So basically, if you see the total of the total expenditures, 1.9 million versus 1.9 million here in this first interim, we are only looking at maybe an increase of 70,000. And most of the increase is due to the electricity budget being put back into the O&M program. So any questions on this?
One question, just so on the electricity, you added 120,000. Does that represent half a year of
Yes.
solar operation?
Because I remember during budget adoption, we kind of counted the savings to be around 230,000. So half of that and add on the inflation, so I rounded to 120,000. But again, if the solar is still not going to run, we are actually going to face the actual cost of the electricity for this time. And probably we will see an increase in the next round when we meet in, May? But we will update you on the solar project.
Okay, yeah, so it sounds like almost $240,000 a year from solar, so could be even up to $1,000 a day, possibly. Yeah, I think it just underscores getting those numbers, and we should reach out to PG&E, because these numbers get big pretty fast.
Yes, we will for sure contact the city in getting help to contact PG&E and maybe get the ball rolling.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Just as a reminder, the solar project, was it state mandated, or did we do it as like a cost cutting? Yeah, it was cost cutting. Okay.
So you,
It was greening. Okay. So there was something that was a decision that was made locally. Okay, so it wasn't, okay, cool, thanks.
And we wanted to push to get it under net energy metering 3.0 or 2.0, but 1.0 ago, to allow us to see more savings.
the project is actually running funded by the school bond and also the developer fees.
Okay, got it.
So I'm not sure if I'm clear on why the solar's not running.
PG&E has to come out and pencil whip that it's fine to attach their meters.
So what's taking them so long? Well,
You want to, hey, Eric, you want to?
So PG&E has not been very forthcoming on what steps need to be taken. When I got here in June, I was told that we needed a permit to operate. I contacted PG&E. They came out here, said that we weren't ready, told us we needed to expand the working area, and that's all they said. They didn't say anything else. Expanded the working area, then they came back today and told us we needed to get the panel inspected and all the other steps. So, like I said, PG&E has not been forthcoming with information, and the contractor has not really been very helpful either in guiding the process. Yes.
So I want to thank the Mayor Mora for emphasizing the city getting more involved. PG&E is a corporation. They may not be acting in good faith, especially if this is a cost-cutting activity. And so I think we definitely now need to strong-arm them.
Yeah,
And so,
that's been my concern as well, and I have been in contact with them already, but a little more pressure would definitely be appreciated.
so I'm not sure how many people sitting at this table go back to when PG&E was trying to charge us for our solar. And I'm wondering if this has kind of a little trickle effect because we wasn't going for it.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this because in my recollection, the whole process, there has been inspections and there has been permits in order for us to move forward with the project. So I'm not sure why suddenly we're coming up with the fact that anything inspected related is popping up right now.
It feels like roadblocks to me. I can't force them to do it, unfortunately. I can keep pushing, which is what I've been doing. I'm hoping to get more information from the contact at PG&E that's supposed to be running this project for us on their end. I'm not even 100% sure who that is yet, if it's, the person I've been contacting, if it's another person, or if it's, yeah, like I said, information hasn't been freely given.
Because I'm really surprised to see the difference in the numbers and the fact that the panels have been installed, that we're not up and running.
Yeah, I agree. It's very frustrating.
And
It's puzzling, a little more puzzling than frustrating, and like you said, roadblocks. So I guess the next step is to figure out how to get those roadblocks removed.
For all it's worth, they're doing that to everybody. It's not in PG&E's financial interest to really be efficient or on top of these interconnections. So whether it's a single-family home, commercial building, they drag their heels on these interconnections until somebody really kind of escalates the situation. So I think that's what we can do. Let them know how much this is costing us, because right now these are perfectly good panels that are just generating electricity that's going nowhere.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
should be going into the grid, and it's not.
It should be, and I have impressed upon them multiple times that we want to get this done as soon as possible.
Can you just forward the latest email that
Yeah.
or your latest thread? Just forward it to me,
Absolutely.
and we'll try to increase the exposure.
Will do.
So even while we're speaking of PG&E, and I'm not sure how many people are aware that they have now incorporated a peak, evening peak. And if you don't opt out or talk to them about certain things that they want to provide, when we're home now, in the evening, I think between like 6 and 10 is when our PG&E will peak. And because so many people are working people, I guess it wasn't profitable for them to have the peak hours when they had the peak hours. So now it's like, wait, how are you going to do peak hours in the evening? So I received a notice saying that if I wanted to opt out or to have other options, I need to call and talk to them about it. So that's just a heads up. We want to pay attention to PG&E and what they're offering and how they're offering it to us, not just at the school, but in our homes as well.
And understanding that it predates you, Mr. Anderson, but the independent energy consultant that we contracted with to set this all up, I assume made some sort of guarantees as to getting it through permitting. And I, again, would assume that the plans that they approved, they gave some sort of guarantee that it would be acceptable by PG&E. So that might be another avenue for us to look at it recouping
Yeah,
potential
Dora
losses.
was talking to me about that
Yeah.
just before this meeting.
And also FYI, just to let you guys know what we are planning to do, actually tomorrow, we are going to set up a virtual meeting with the contractor, which is a cycle. Because what we were told so far, the working area outside the trash that we are in right now, I thought is the last step of getting the PTO. So that's why I thought the inspection, we're going to pass that inspection today, and then we will assign to a PTO by PG&E. So right now, the information that given to Eric by the PG&E technician or whoever that showed up today was very different from what we were told by Sacyco. So we are planning to set up a virtual meeting with them and see what they're going to say, because again, you can see the numbers. They will make a significant difference to our O&M budget, not just the O&M budget. I'm going to say it's going to make a significant difference to the school budget, because all these money that we put into the O&M is actually given by the city and also by the school general fund. So we're going to find out and keep everybody posted.
So I'm going to leave it to the mayor, vice mayor, and our city manager to support our school, all of you on this. I'm going to leave it to them, and then I'm going to get involved if they still aren't listening. I think that this is something that our state senator should be aware of. Our state assembly member, even Aisha Wahab, who we're not in her district, but she did introduce SB 332, which is about addressing with some of the issues around PG&E, and so I'm definitely willing to escalate this because this shouldn't be happening much longer than it should be. And so I'm just going to give it up to the city, and yeah.
So I'm wondering, are there any warranties if after your meeting, whatever PG&E is saying is not passing inspection? Can we look into see if there are any warranties where repairs can be made to make sure when you meet tomorrow, to make sure that we can pass the inspection without additional costs? Because it already cost us a lot of money to have them installed. And then there was some issues that came up throughout the process of installing them that also had financial attachments.
Right.
So I'm wondering, are there any warranties that might be attached to the work itself that could cover the work that might need to be done to bring us up to code?
So the work should be done already. It's just PG&E hasn't inspected it and signed off on it. Well, they actually came out, and while they were here, Pablo, who's with Sizer Co., and Paul, who's with BEI, asked the technician to take a look at the panel and let us know if there's anything we need to resolve so that when it actually comes time, we'll pass. So essentially, they did the inspection already, but because it's not in the right order and they haven't been released to do it, it's done in practice, but not on paper.
That can ultimately mean nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tonight, we are asking the board and the city council to approve this first interim mid-year adjustment to the O&M budget.
Excellent. Are there any follow-up questions? Member Preforce.
Yeah, sorry I missed the last one. I had a death in the family meeting, but the last time I was here, there was a lot of discussion around elevator maintenance. How's that coming along? Is that reflected in the budget? I didn't really see anything about how things were going. Yeah, what's up?
If you're looking for elevator maintenance, it will be considered under the contracted services. Yeah.
Haven't heard any objections or issues in the last 9 months or so. Any additional questions or discussions? Do we have a vote to approve the interim budget?
I'll move approval.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Excellent. That is motion by Member Mora, a second by Member Lee. Roll call, please.
Member Lee,
Yes.
Member Donaldson,
Yes.
Member Collins,
Yes.
Chair Van Geffen,
Yes.
Member Solomon,
Yes.
Member Pryforce,
Aye.
Member Carr,
Yes.
and Chair Mora.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so that brings us to item 7, update from Administrative Committee.
Well, we did give a quick update that that's what we're working on right now regarding the percentage and the breakdown of our space and our use that we are going to be using a lot of time. But we would like to possibly highlight the amazing work that we're going to be doing very soon regarding the food drive that is happening. All the barrels have been, and I don't know if City Manager Bello wants to say anything about that, but we have recently delivered several barrels to several locations all over the city, both here on campus, City Hall, the Senior Center. I believe we have some at Bay Street. We just have Orange Theory come out and say we want one at Orange Theory. So the community effort is large. ECAP's involved, Bay Street's involved. The goal is to collect all the way through next week, have those items delivered by the end of next week. And we will be asking for volunteers to help, put those items together. And then we will be disseminating those to the school on Monday, the 17th here between 1:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. And that is in order to catch everybody. 1:30 for the early release, high school in the afternoon, and then our after-school pickup. And yeah, I think I caught it all. And we have some flyers that have been emailing out. So if you have not received one, we'll make sure we get those flyers out for you to share them on your social medias and get the word out. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We have our City Hall, of course. We have both our Alameda County Fire Departments, number 34 and 35 on Powell and Hollis, Senior Center over on Salem Street, here at the ECCL lobby, and we also put one at the pool because it's a pretty popular place, as well as Emeryville Police Department, Bay Street, and Orange Theory. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that update. Are there any future agenda items our members would like to see added to the May agenda?
Can I just ask a question about the drop-off locations?
Always.
So ECCL lobby, can you elaborate?
Oh, as far as the drop-in? Yeah, right here through Building B, through the front lobby where you would go to connect with the school district as well as the city. It's our front lobby there in Building B.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
In front of the teen center?
Right here in front of the teen center, yeah, correct. Thank you.
Going once, going twice? Future agenda items for May. Okay. Well, shoot me an email. I'll add it on later. Okay, are there any special announcements that anyone would like to make while we're still together?
I just had one. I wanted to echo the announcement, the emphasis on the food drive. So Member Welch is not here, but I know she was instrumental in putting this together at short notice. So I just wanted to thank her and the city staff for putting together that SNAP relief food drive and working closely with ECAP. And I've been speaking with ECAP. We've been rallying support from the local business community to really step up in this time. This food drive is a one-time thing, but ECAP is running 6 days a week, feeding hundreds of families. And they shared with me that they're actually getting incredibly generous food donations, but what they need now are volunteers, in particular during the weekdays. So anybody who's available during the week, they're going to be doing some trainings next week, kind of around midday. But essentially what it comes down to is just, moving the food around, getting it to the people who need it. So that would be appreciated, especially in the time of government shutdown, and with the holidays here. And they're hoping they can, do something special for Thanksgiving as well.
So I just want to piggyback off of the volunteers for ECAP. Monday, the 11th is a holiday, so perhaps there's many people that's not working for Veterans Day that could go. They're not asking, is it Tuesday? Okay, so they're not asking for you to stay like the whole time, but any time that you can give, they are very thankful. I do know that the volunteers are really getting a little tired right now. They have been getting a lot more influx in clientele due to the SNAP and the government shutdown, and not just about the food, but about people not getting their paychecks and not being able to buy food. So I was there today to talk to them about volunteers and trying to incorporate possibly some of our students showing up from the athletic teams or the kids that might need community service. But a lot of their volunteers are seniors, and I don't think I could do it myself. Maybe an hour at the most without me really feeling it and wishing that I wouldn't have pushed myself. So if you're young and you're energetic, or even you're middle-aged and you're energetic, or even if you're just energetic, I'm pretty sure they would appreciate your help.
Okay. One announcement for me is on the 15th, there will be a flea market at the Senior Center. Hope to see everybody there so you can buy something funky. Otherwise, happy holidays, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and spending time with us tonight and working together. We're doing the city proud and taking care of our kids, so we appreciate everybody's involvement. Thank you so much, and we are adjourned.